A $35 smartwatch versus a $300 smartwatch, which is actually better. This is the Oraimo Watch Nova V, it costs around $35. This is the Huawei Watch GT 5, it costs around $300. Testing them along 5 different categories. Will the budget be as good as the expensive one, or will it be better? So let's find out. The Oraimo wristbands has this plasticky feel and look, but the rigid patterns on the wristband makes it look very nice and not so cheap. But it tends to wash after a while due to sweat and oil and have this light brownish look. The screen is made out of tempered glass and this rugged stainless steel frame design, making it to withstand drops and protect the screen from scratches. Coming to the Huawei, the wristband has this feel that's not plasticky. I don't know what material it is, but it's quite flexible and comfortable to wear. It does have this pattern of threads by the side of it, which is quite nice. The backside feels plasticky and comfortable behind. All the other part of the body is made out of stainless steel and has this nice look. It uses an AMOLED display and it has this 60 seconds embedded around the stainless steel frame. So in terms of build quality, the Oraimo Watch Nova gives this more protection because of its tempered glass and this rugged build. As for the Huawei, it does have good protection, but not as good as the Oraimo. But the wristband tends to be much more better, much more comfortable than the Oraimo. So the build quality point goes to the Huawei. Without saying much, you can see how good the screen quality on the Huawei is compared to the Oraimo. You can see that it's clearly using an LCD panel. The Huawei uses an AMOLED screen while the Oraimo uses an LCD screen, and you can see how good the quality on the Huawei is compared to the Oraimo. So another point goes to the Huawei. They both have similar features like the sports modes, which you can do over 100 plus sports mode each on both watches, and they both could play music and basically do everything a smartwatch could normally do. And it is limited to only 2 app layouts, the grid view and the list view. A cool feature the watch has is the side buttons that you could set, so you could directly go into an app quickly by just clicking the button. So we set it to daily activity and we click it once and it directly takes us in. It has a status bar that you could quickly use to open some tools and a notification center. You could check your messages quickly, and by swiping left from the home screen you could play music quickly. Now let's check out some features the Huawei has. Swiping the bottom of the screen brings out the notification center, and swiping the top part brings out the status bar for the shortcuts that you need. GT5 also has another button that you could set to quickly open an app. You can bind it to do more than one action. Now I just set it that if you press one it opens the heart rate, and if you press twice you could open your wallet, which is quite cool. Now there are a whole lot of features I didn't mention here that the watches have, like the watch faces, which you can change directly from the app, and there are a whole lot to choose from. And the remote camera mode that you could basically see the photo you're taking but from your watch, and could basically take pictures using your watch, which is also nice, and both watches have it. But regardless, the Huawei has more features than the Oraimo, so basically the Huawei wins in the features category. I was doing an accuracy test here to see which will give better results between the two watches, and the first one I'm on 7,795 steps already, and the second watch is at 3,760 steps. So yeah, let's do a test. You can guess how many steps I took. Put your answer down in the comment section. So on the first watch we have 7,847, while on the second watch we have 3,803 steps. So basically, the Oraimo did better in the step contest, and I tested it different times, and the Oraimo always did better than the Huawei. And I don't know if the Oraimo is actually just better or something is just basically wrong with the Huawei. And with that said, the point for the accuracy category goes to the Oraimo. So the Oraimo for battery life can actually last you for 5 whole days and 3 days if you're heavily using it. It lasted me more than that because I was just using it to check the time. So yeah, I think it has a very good battery time, and it does charge within an hour plus, so that's not too bad. While the Huawei gives you 14 days of battery life, 9 days on heavy usage, and 5 days with also always on display. That's actually nice, and it does charge fully within 25 to 30 minutes. So the Huawei wins in the battery life category, and that comes to an overall of 4 points for the Huawei. That comes to the end of the category. That means the $300 watch is better than its $35 watch. But the $35 watch is not that far off. It will basically do everything you want it to do. But if you do have that money, I see no reason why you shouldn't go for the $300 watch. If you do like this video, please do also like and subscribe, as it does help me a whole lot.